Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed their winter break. We are now in our second week of our third quarter. We have already begun reading in Unit 4, The Fight for Freedom. We've covered our unit opener and our notice and note. Lesson 1 is the story, or in this case, autobiography that we are reading on Frederick Douglass. We've already read the story, so we are now going to check for your understanding to make sure everyone understood the entire story. Now, when you make it to check your understanding, you will see that you have 3 questions. And as you choose a response, you will hit the check button. Question 1. Through the experience described in this excerpt, Douglass gained A. Gratitude for his master's and mistress actions. B. A belief that people are not to be trusted. C. More knowledge about the problem of slavery. Or D, pleasure in spending time with his friends. Now remember, once you've made a choice, you hit the check button and move on to question 2. In question 2, for check your understanding, it says, which sentence from the excerpt best demonstrates Douglass's feelings about reading after he learned about slavery? F. In the same book, I met with one of Sheridan's mighty speeches on and in behalf of Catholic emancipation. G. In moments of agony, I envied my fellow slaves for their stupidity. H. It was pressed upon me by every object within sight or hearing, animate or inanimate. And J. I heard nothing without hearing it, and I felt nothing without feeling it. So once you've made your choice, you hit the check button, and then you go to the last question for check your understanding. Question 3. Why does Douglass first describe his mistress as a kind and tender-hearted woman? A. To contrast with her later cruel behavior. B. To show how much he wanted to learn to read. C. To prove that some slaveholders were caring. D. To emphasize his good fortune. Now, once you've made a choice, make sure to hit the check button. And once you're done with all 3 questions, make sure to hit this check button and send in your work to me. Okay, now it's time to analyze the text. In Analyze the Text, you'll be working on the online platform. Remember, it's hmh.trinity.org. You sign in with your school email and the password SCBS 2020. Now, analyze the text. Question 1. Cause and effect. Reread paragraphs 2 and 3. Did the mistress' initial kindness or her eventual cruelty have a greater effect on Frederick Douglass? Explain. So basically the question is asking, what affected Frederick Douglass more? The fact that she was kind to him or the fact that she was mean to him later on in the story? Type in your answer and then move on to analyze the text. Question 2. Interpret. When describing how he paid his child tutors, Douglass says, "This bread I used to bestow upon the hungry little urchins, who in return would give me the more valuable bread of knowledge. In what way is knowledge bread?" So you have to interpret what he's saying here. In what way is bread knowledge? Think about it for a moment, guys, and then type in your answer. Question 3, analyzing the text. Evaluate. Reread paragraph 6. What words reveal Douglass's perspective on or view of slaveholders? What you're looking for here are specific words in paragraph 6 that lets us know what Douglass thinks about slaveholders. And a reminder, slaveholders are the owners of the slaves. So type in your answer when you feel you've got it, and then go to question 4. Analyze the text. Question 4, analyze. What is Douglass's purpose for writing? Identify 3 passages that help him achieve his goal and explain why. Type in your answer and then come to question 5. Notice and note. In paragraph 6, Douglass says, "I have often wished myself a beast." What does the word beast mean in other contexts? What point do you think Douglass is making when he uses it here? So first, you're going to define what the word beast means in other ways, not the way he's using it here. And then, once you have the different ways, of how the word beast can be used, think about how he's using it in this context. Now, when you guys are done typing in your answers, remember to hit that check button to send in your completed work. Now, research. Your research assignment for this story. You have read about Frederick Douglass, learned to read in spite of his limitations placed upon him as an enslaved person. Research more details about the significant events in Douglass's life. You might focus on what his life was like as an enslaved person, how he gained his freedom, and how he fought for an end to slavery. Record what you learn in the chart and then share what you learn in a small group. Here's a research tip. The best search terms are very specific. Along with the name Frederick Douglass, you will want to include a word search as slavery or abolitionist to make sure you get the information you need. Now, you don't necessarily have to use this chart, but you can use it as a guide. You can look up things in his childhood, things about his freedom, and, the fight against slavery. You can come up with a Word document if you like, a Google slide presentation, a Prezi presentation, whatever is most comfortable for you. Finally, it's time to extend. Find another passage from Douglass's autobiography, take turns reading it out loud with members of a small group, and then discuss the feelings and ideas stirred by Douglass's language and the events he describes. Well, can't wait to see the end result of your research. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.